Well then. I think I should... Well, phone reconnect. Would you kindly? Yes. Oh god, this is... With these socks, this looks so much fucking darker. Is this still on the same, like, filter and everything? Let me just check. Yeah, this is on the brightening filter. Oh god, this is so much darker with these, like, because they're black with purple stripes, like, it just gets so much darker, and like you see the film graining and everything over this. This is, yeah, I'm probably not even able to like save this and stuff, really. I duplicate this filter briefly. Let me just briefly adjust some things. Slightly higher contrast. I guess this is, I mean, this is without any filtering. The camera is like, this is with just a saturation bump. A saturation bump slightly, which I use when I'm streaming during daytime. I have a darkening filter. I don't know when I use that one, but like, I think I can't do that much, honestly, in terms of like getting this to like look decent, I guess. I can ramp contrast, I can ramp a bit gamma, but like the flickering, I guess I need to add like a certain filter to it as well, like some sort of noise filter. Color correction, image mask, luma key, render delay, scaling aspect ratio, scroll or sharp. Like, nah, none of these really do it. There's no like filtering. What's better? I think I will stick to my usual. I'll probably use other socks next time. This should be good enough. This isn't like going to be some sort of good stream anyway. Like, I'm not expect. We might have like, at best we will have 2 opponents on the server. At worst, it will be me alone. Yeah, this is not gonna be particularly great. When I mean, I wanted to do a race on Saturday, but like that team basically dropped me because the race was like last weekend, changed from a 24-hour to a 9-hour race, and they had signed me on as like a 3rd driver to do to drive in that for 24 to drive stints, and it was like, well, 9-hour race, you might want to like have a 3rd driver, and I'm pretty sure they wanted to keep me, but they then decided like, nah, we're just gonna drop this guy. Because they were like fucking boomers about this entire thing. Because they wanted to like I asked them for like information very early on when I signed on with them, and they were just like, please, like, could you tell us a date when you can like talk? And I was just like, what sort of boomers are you guys? Like, just give me the intel instead of, like, talking with me. I will forget half the shit you tell me anyway. I was busy with the 24 hours anyway as well, so it was just, like, weird. So I ended up not arranging something, and then I, like, contacted them, like, I think on Wednesday or something, and I was like, hey, is this happening? Can I get, like, more intel? And it's just like, well, because it's 9 hours with this, like, when they changed to 9, when they announced to me that it's 9 hour, then... Okay, let me finish the first sentence because I cut that one off. They announced that, they said like, oh well, because it's a 9-hour race, we don't need your services anymore, we're just gonna do it with 2 drivers. I'm just like... Oh, well, okay, but when you announced it was a 9-hour race, you didn't tell me that. So I'm pretty sus of them just having basically kicked me. And I'm pretty salty about that shit. I haven't checked how those guys finish. I hope they fucking sucked at the race. They most likely did, let's face it. I mean, there was a Czech race where there was basically no sign-ups anyway, so look. Who cares? The team was like mostly writing in Czech, so it's like... Despite that some of the guys were in Canada, so it's like, what are you guys doing? Please stop. Let me just stiffen up the suspension here on my car. So that way it just looks strange. Right, but we have at least one other person with a Porsche on the server. I don't know if this guy is an actually competent driver, at which point it is scary as fuck because he's gonna go fast AF, but like, he might also be a completely utterly incompetent person, at which point he might go fast for 2 laps and then die. And die. And die. I don't know how this will go. Unfortunately, it seems people believe that they need to like spend another 500 hours on practicing for some Suzuka race this week, because Pro League will be doing their eval, I think, races. This was on the schedule for them this week. Who cares? If you need like 500 laps of practice, you probably shouldn't do those for an evaluation race. You probably should be just going into a lower split. I will be frank about that part. And Suzuka is like, it's not an easy track. You might need a decent setup, but once you have a setup, you can drive this track. Misano, on the other hand, I understand that track fucking sucks. It has terrible flow, so like, you might actually need practice on that thing. Misano is like one of the fucking worst circuits that exist on the planet. It just sucks. It's like, whoever invented that circuit should be taken to a locker room and beaten. It's really not a fun circuit. Right. The guy is set at 29. Although I think it's his first lap out. Not sure. I mean, 29s aren't like that fast. The weather isn't like terrible here either. That's not good. It's not like the weather's terrible here. It's like it's 31 degrees, so it's not track temp, so it's not like stupidly hot, but it's not cold. Ah, he's at a 28. I mean, I think those lap times are actually not terrible. We have to see till my car puts in a lap. Should probably chopped some rear wing off the car, giving it more angle of attack. Oh god. Because these corners, this is the shit that I'm dreading. Although it is not like, it doesn't feel like shit, but I'm pretty sure I'm driving them very slowly. Maybe my expectations are very low. Maybe my expectations are just stupidly low. But yeah, we probably need to chop some rear wing off this car, give it more rake. I just locked up a bit up the hill. That's not the best exit there that you can do. I forgot how long the race is. I think it's an hour-long race, if I'm not mistaken. I find it quite brave from them to not run a pit stop in the middle, because that would allow people that crash to repair, and this track is just notorious for people wiping out. Let's see, what will our absolute shitbox produce as a lap time? I have a bad feeling about this. We're already at 20. 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! 28 flat! Well, that's not actually that bad. I thought, as I was approaching the start finish, I thought we would not be able to even go sub 30. But no, that is actually like decent. And the scary part, I'm faster than the Porsche driver. By like half a second. On my first attempt. Oh boy. Oh boy, if we had like more people, yeah, this would be like hilarious, because I'm pretty sure I'm like, I think these are roughly the lap times I was doing with the Aston. Like, this thing isn't actually that terrible. And also with like new cars, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people who I could like actually beat with those lap times. I watched like recent somebody who I like from the Sim Racing 604, I think is. Oh, I can't remember. His name is not that simple. I've raced once when I raced the 650S at Alton Park. He was fighting me, and he ended up on top. Like, he's driving, I think it was him who's driving in Rookies in Sim Racing 604, and he streamed that race, and he won it. And I watched that VOD back, and like, they were lapping 27 race pace. I'm not sure what temperatures they had, but I think they're pretty similar to this. So, and that's scary to consider, because I think they have new cars, if I'm not mistaken. At this point, or they still have old cars. That might actually be the case. They might still have old cars. So they might be still running the old, like, he was driving a Ferrari. I think a lot of people were actually driving Ferraris. And then, no, actually that many. I think there's somebody raced an NSX, if I'm not mistaken. I know that somebody raced an... Ooh! Somebody drove definitely like a... Well, actually my tire pressures are actually a bit low. Huh. Need to do some corrections there. But my temperatures are actually decently high on the tires. But yeah, I mean, there was a battle with like at least a MUQU. I don't remember. I'm not caught up if they're running like new cars now or if they're still running old cars. So at some point they ran like only 488s and MUQs. Yeah. Green light. Only my front left well was like right in terms of temperature pressures. So how much faster did I go in free practice than this guy? Oops. Oh fuck. Oh god, oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh god, it's like I'm 3/10 up on him in the first sector. I'm half a second up in the second sector. I'm another half a second up in the third sector. On my best sector, on my fastest lap, which is like all faster sectors. And I'm in total of like 2 seconds up. Wait, how does that math add up? Hold on, how does that... Oh, his fastest sector... Oh, it does display to you, when you look at the standings after a session. It displays the fastest sectors of someone, not their the sectors of their fastest lap. Right. So because his fastest lap is made up only out of his first and second sector fastest, and then his third sector was actually 7/10 down on his fastest. So he has a bit more time to improve there. If he can put the lap together there. I believe in you, Porsche driver. I believe in you. I believe in you. You can get this down to like a second. Okay. I'm not gonna run qualifying for you. That is for sure. That's gonna be bullying. This car or this the fact that there's nobody racing against me. Why do I race this car? Well, because I want to try out how bad it is. And honestly, what it seems to be that like this car's actually not that terrible. I was running like 26s just now, and I think that is pretty solid. I've seen recently people lapping 27 race pace, but I mean there are rookies on the other hand, so it's like I'm beating like pretty slow drivers up. But this car is not usually particularly competitive. I mean, you can expect that brands like 24s from like really fast. 24s is like if you're a fast guy with a good car, like that's the lap times you're looking at. But obviously the interest for me is like, let's get this machine as fast as we can go it. But I want to give the car a bit more attack angle. Maybe stiffen the rear suspension a bit. Because I'm getting quite a bit of understeer on throttle. Yeah, just put one click of springs in there. And maybe with the brake press a bit more rearwards, because we were locking up slightly up the hill in the paddock hill bend. Also, I was dealing a bit with low tire pressures. I need to add like, I think quite a lot of air into most of my tires. Yeah, to me, if fucking hell, like mid-23s is like... AI was on 80% AI? They were keeping up at 20, like, Jesus. I know, like, what pace? Oh, yeah, I'm getting my, I think I'm getting my numbers wrong right now. Yeah, I know that the Porsche Cup I was, remembering, I was doing 27th with the Porsche Cup car, actually. I did, back before 1.18, I did a practice session here. Was hanging out and practice with people and also did a practice race. People were I was doing 24s, that was getting the Nissan down to 24s. It wouldn't go anywhere lower. I was absolutely using everything I could. That was that, so... Yeah, I don't know. But again, I was like checking a race recently and saw like people doing 26s and 27s, and I was like, what are you doing? Should I actually use qualifying fill, because that's I might just remove that guy if I actually use qualifying fuel off the server. I mean, this guy is driving a Porsche actually as well. And that's if you've driven in career mode, you probably also drove the old Porsche, so he's driving the same Porsche you drove. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I can get this car probably into the 25s as well. So it's not terrible. But yeah, what did I... Oh yeah, I wanted to put enough fuel in for this thing to actually, like, you know, last the race distance perhaps as well. So I'm actually putting race fuel in the car and not just completely bullying this guy into the ground. On the other hand, as I have driven the car a bit, it is not actually that terrible to drive. Like, you would expect the middle, this sector coming up, to be absolute hell to drive, because this thing has no front end. It actually works. It doesn't feel like shit. You're probably going slow, if I would have like a 720S in front of me, that thing would just be pulling car lengths, like, would just run away completely from me. Also, yeah, I drove this track also with a Aston Martin V12 once, and that thing was like struggling with those high-speed corners quite a bit. Although it was probably still taking them faster than this. This guy's still slapping 28s. High 28s, like fuck me, like what are you doing, guy? Pretty sure you like he has the capability from his practice times to go low 28s if he puts his fastest sectors together. But his fastest time was still a high 28. Yeah, I was thinking 23s is a bit extreme. 25s I can believe that. I think I haven't gone below 24s, honestly. I think my fastest time, ironically, is with a 488, the new one, the 488 Evo. I wanted, after driving the Nissan, to briefly try that car out, because I had a set for it and everything, and just tried the 488, and it drove like absolute dog shit, and I went like 2 times faster. Immediately. I was like, well, I was really pissed off against that. Because with the Nissan, I had forgotten that I had actually a set for it. Oh yeah, put in low 28 in. Well, unfortunately, I still went 1.4 seconds faster than. I mean, using the Rex has been bullying people in the lower half of the grid, but I've never really, like, felt sorry for beating someone, but I actually feel like sorry for this guy. Because we're the only two who have decided to actually turn up for this event. And he's just getting sent to the Shadow Realm by me. Like, I'm just absolutely mercilessly driving him into the ground. Yeah. Technically 3 people have signed up for it. Earlier this week there was 6 people signed up. But one after another signed out. And like now I'll go before the server went live. I was like, guys, come on, like sign up for this thing on the PLR Discord. I was like, come on guys, you can do better than 3 people for like an off-season event. And one guy was like, well, I consider, but like I want to practice my Suzuka that I think it's on Tuesday or Wednesday is running out. I haven't replied to it. But well, people who need like 500 laps of practice before they can drive a race. A bit cringe. But okay. They would be probably not capable of like driving this track in like 2 laps. With like a 15-minute practice session beforehand. They would be completely left in the dark. They need to drive the M4s, they need to drive them on tracks they know. They can't just drive, I don't know. The Aston is relatively easy to drive on this track. They couldn't drive, but they still couldn't drive that thing. That's fine. They still have... what is it? They still have a good work ethic. That's what I effectively wanted to say. In terms of pulling through with the practice. And still getting good results in the end with their races. Like, it's fun for them. It's fun for them. Although they probably should ease off a little bit. These brake bars, I feel like I need to adjust the brake bars a bit through the lap. Even the KTM and SGP had more people. True. Although we had for the what was it? What was the championship actually? The that I in the end won the Alfa Romeo championship. For that one, I was. I turned up for Kyalami and nobody else did. And the race was rescheduled due to that. And then actually people turned up, but like... I still drove them completely into the ground. I don't know what's going on in that sector. I didn't see where he was parked. Yeah, the car really unsettles for Hawthorne Sprint under braking. Also, he has a very high ping. So. Oh, I didn't check my average pressures. Where is he parking here? Because he must be somewhere here. I'm not seeing him. Or it's a bug again with the AC. We had that on Tuesday when somebody had been DQ'd. He's not DQ'd. And down the start-finish straight where you were getting yellow flags. I mean, we've seen it in RF2 as well, that bug. So, some particularly unique. Whoa. This track is, it's not without any issues. Like it bites for sure. If you're not careful. Yeah, my average is about 27.7, 27.8 on the left hand side. My right hand side was slightly down. And the temperature has slightly gone up again. So I believe these are sufficient adjustments. It's okay. I guess I could save the setup while we're at it. Rex brands 01. That's the wrong tire set on it, whatever. Right, he's still on the server. I give you props for that. Like, I give him props for that. Like, he's actually sticking this through.
30 seconds.
Ah, I just realized why we have nobody turn up. Because F1. Right, because the F1 race is right now. That's why nobody's actually turning up for this. Everybody wants to watch Formula 1 for some reason. For some reason, I can understand that. But yeah, that explains it. That's why nobody wants to. Oh. I see, that's why. I totally forgot about that part. Because I only watch F1 highlights, it's basically just like, well... It's just, well, I'm not... Means that I'm not like... watching the race. Oh, I didn't actually calculate how much fuel I need for the race. I just guessed that 103 liters would be enough. Well, if I need to pit, I probably can still pull that off. I think I do not have actually enough fuel. Well, I have to now draw about a lap worth of gap on him. Well, that's an interesting discovery I just made. I fucked that ball up. Because I think I do not have quite enough fuel to actually pull that off. Well, brand should be low fuel consumption, but I guess with me taking like 125 liters to get like around Monza for an hour, that's not enough for this track.
Green light, go, go, go.
Let's see, it will take a few laps for the fuel calculation to have any amount of accuracy due to a way too long calculated first lap, so... we'll have to see, we'll have to see. First lap and I'm nearly 2 seconds up on him. Oh, I guess I could just start fuel saving, I guess. Honestly, that should perhaps also work. We're gonna run full fuel for now. Then we'll start switching down. We know we can't make it. Although it would be interesting because that actually gives some of a fighting chance if I need to pit. And with how much time you lose on this track. Although the pit lane isn't that long, but the track isn't that long either, so... it's in one of the like few places where you can actually, you know, go fast. Where the pit lane is. Oh, fuck. Ooh. My car wants to really see me dead now. Then. Oh, he put in 27.6. That's actually quite a bit of improvement over his qualifying times. I guess because he's driving a Porsche, he's running with high fuel. The car is like significantly easier to drive and less murderous, so he can go faster. Oh, fair enough. The disadvantage is how much I'm faster than him.
Fastest lap of the race, really good job.
He might actually get the sub 26 finally. I'm discovering now the fuel numbers, and we're about right now 3 minutes short. To continue and see once the fuel numbers completely stabilize. Yeah, but I think we're a few minutes short, and not sure I'm actually outrunning him that much that I can afford a pit stop. I mean, I'm outrunning him, it's like, the pit stop is long. Even if I'm just picking up a few liters of fuel. Right now he's doing really well, he's not winning it. Although I'm probably commentator cussing him right now. He's just running his pace behind me. I mean, granted, I could probably keep up with him with a Porsche Cup car, but I'm not gonna mention that. Enough with the new one with the old Cup. The new one would be cheating. The new one I would be clearly faster than him. We know the new Cup cars are about a second or two faster than the new ones. Than the old ones, sorry. What the fuck am I saying? I'm right now 7 liters short of getting to the end, according to my calculations. That is very much frightening.
Well done, mate. Go for that.
I would say my fuel numbers have stabilized because that number hasn't increased. However, I probably have to drop quite a bit of fuel consumption. Although we have nearly drawn out 10 seconds in 10 minutes. it's still close. It's coming in very tightly. We're pulling something like that off. If he doesn't bin it, it's gonna not be an easy race here to get in and out of the pits. I don't remember which fuel map is which. I know the fuel map 4 is the safety car map. And then 1 is the fast one. I don't know what the others precisely are. No, we can't afford spinning. Maybe I just need to experiment with Lichten coasting. Yeah, this track has a tendency to easily trip up drivers. There is no such thing as a perfect race at brands. You're gonna at least once or twice flail trying to keep the car on the track. If you don't completely fly off it. He's coming over there. It's not quite enough for him catching him to catch him, lap him before the end of the race. That's not quite possible. Been funny. Not quite. It's not up to 15 seconds. And while I'm not fuel saving right now, how much fuel I have extra, I'm lacking, I've already reduced down to about, how much? I've reduced it down to about 5.5 liters from 7.5, despite not fuel saving, so. About 4.4 seconds of standing time for the pit stop itself. Plus, obviously, the drive through the pit lane, which I don't remember how long that is on this track. It's probably around 30 seconds. So we soon have actually enough gap. Well, I'm so close now to get sub 26. Right. Yeah, there's not much to talk right now. Pretty difficult to improve my lap time right now. Although I hope I will be able to. Yeah, this is notoriously not the easiest circuit. But I've roughly driven down right now. You can just drive with autopilot nearly. There's just not too much to talk about. I mean, I'm going to drive a GT4 M2 League Lunatics on Wednesdays. Looking forward to doing that. Well, I think they're Wednesdays. Yeah, I'm looking forward to driving some KTM crossbow again, because I was thinking like maybe I want to drive the Maserati, but then I looked at the track list and there was Hungaroring on it. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, but Hungaroring is on the list. I need to drive KTM because KTM is fucking good at Hungaroring. And KTM is OP, so. There was Bathurst also on that list, so it's like, and I'm pretty sure I know that I drove on like an open lobby race once at Bathurst, and while I wasn't in tune with ACC at the time yet, I'm pretty sure the car isn't that good on that track. Let me be real. So I couldn't quite pick the Maserati for that. It's just large braking zones is really what it struggles with. But it's really, really good for like certain tracks. It might actually not be that bad with Hungaroring as well. Although it has like turn 1 to contend with, but like it's other than that, there aren't that many heavy braking zones. It's one of the tracks where the KTM's BOP is pretty favorable to it. But yeah, I'm about 3 minutes short on fuel, so it's a bit of a yikes. I mean, I think the first time I'm pitching this car. Yeah, race. I've driven it a few times now, but I don't think I've done a pit stop with it yet. Or maybe I have. I think in the Spa, in the Big Grid race, I think there was a mandatory pit stop. If I'm not mistaken. Or might be. Back in January. But I am perhaps considering driving this car for, like, signing up for SRXP and driving it as well. Just for the hilarity's sake. Although SRXP is like cranked people there. We may have been able to like beat a couple of them during the Enduro. But like, that's mainly because it was mainly teams with like one fast driver and one pretty slow driver. So when we showed up with a team of like 2 equally quick drivers, it was just like we're just suddenly able to beat them. But I was able on the first and only to get up, I think, at like P9 or something. P9 or P8 I was running. These guys were just too quick for me to get by them. And second stint they put their slow drivers in and I put Loik in. So Loik just tore through the fields, then they put back in their fast driver for the third stint. And some of them went by Loik again. Loik started to struggle. And then I got in for the final stint and tore their slow drivers up again. That's why we ended up in P2. Also because one of them wiped. A few cars like wiped out that were like pretty good, like the Audi driver that wiped out. And then Bollwinkel's car wiped out in the final stint. Those two really didn't help their causes. Bollwinkel didn't even finish in the top 10. It's just unfortunate. But also, it's Spa. You have to be able to get up a Rouge without dying. And without getting collected by someone. Both very much possibilities. And we just had a car similar to the M4 that would actually very easily go up a Rouge without many issues. The M4 is very tame up that hill. In comparison, this car is something. Getting that up a Rouge is like... it requires dedication. Slightly pushing over the front axle into the roots bend. We're under 50 liters. And we have over 30 second gap.
We're halfway through. Keep it up.
Now we're at the halfway mark, 47.6 liters, and I think I started with... I rolled off the grid with about 103. So, just shy of it. But he's just running his laps. He's not making mistakes. Which is very impressive. It's like, cannot repeat that enough. It's like, sure not fast, but like, there's so many drivers in that skill category that would just not be able to keep that car for 30 minutes straight on track. Like, this track is notoriously difficult. He probably didn't put that many laps of practice into this, but he's still able to keep it up here. I might be outrunning him completely, but like being a second per minute faster than him, but like there's an odd way of measuring it. It's about 1.3 seconds per lap faster. Up to like 1.5, I think. But yeah. So that's not. I mean, it's terrible against this guy. He's terribly slow, but like he's just doing it very consistently. I mean, sure, his lap time variation is something. I think he varies between like high 27s and up to high 28s, but like he doesn't bin the car because it's just so easy to do in this circuit. And not doing that is just pretty impressive. Well, my car's starting to actually want to oversteer on the throttle now. I think my dreams of sub 26 are not really gonna happen anymore. This car unfortunately won't be able to do that, I think. At least 50 tires anymore. They're just slightly a bit too second hand to pull that off. And I'm not gonna fit new tires, that just takes way too long. Yes, I'm outrunning him, but like not that much, so I'm able to afford to put fresh tires on. And no, fresh tires won't be enough of an advantage to like run him back down either. And ending up behind him is like something that I really need to avoid, because that's just, that would cost me so much time. That it just wouldn't be worth it at all. That one tree constantly forgets to go to out of LOD mode. Because you can just constantly see that a tree on the right hand side when heading up to the final corner, just it keeps being in LOD mode and it looks just so weird. Although I think I have foliage LOD on pretty low level, so it does use them pretty close up, the LODs. I think that tree is particularly egregious. It's like something is specifically wrong with it. Those other trees are perfectly fine. You might see the shadows fade in on them when you look closely at them. You shouldn't, because we need to focus on your braking spots. But yeah, that one tree on the right hand side, it just forgets to switch into the correct mode. and I just murdered a family of bullets. Oh well. We're up to 40 seconds about. Gap. Just about. Oh, and there's also another tree that doesn't switch out of LOD on the right hand side on the inside of Druids. And there's a few you can catch over there when you're heading down again. I think that's less of an issue. All those dead bullets across the track. Ah, my stomach ache a bit. Just appeared suddenly. But the toilet break is a bit too long for that race. So unfortunately we won't be doing it. Yeah, there's an LOD tree in the middle of the inside of turn 1. It's turn 1, I'm saying. It's Druid's Con, it's technically turn 2. Yeah, these tires are not gonna give me a new fast slap. And unfortunate, I was so close to going sub 46, but oh well. Not quite the right engineering world, Chief. I mean, for sure I could have done mid 25s if I wanted to do in qualifying. Stomach, why are you gobbling around and hurting? As soon as I can go to the toilet in like 30 minutes, so just be patient. I didn't intentionally aim for those bullets, but well, my line adhesion is really like not doing particularly well, I will say. We're nearly up to 45 seconds. Gap to carbines. Going for half on spend when he starts the lab. It's just so far back. Probably a really nice spectating spot there. I just noticed that a bunch of spectators down the right, just as they head into that right-hander. Although you won't see any overtakes there. So it's probably a pretty nice spot. Although you probably won't see the cars exiting the corner, so... I mean, that's the ultimate spot, kind of. Because you can see the cars drop down the hill and then fight into the corner. Because if their overtakes happen on this circuit, it's much likely gonna be druids. Still capable of going sub 28. Isn't too bad. High fuel. I mean, I'm closer behind him than actually in front of him. Thing is, he's kind of more consistent than I am even. Scary. Whatever, I have 50 seconds now on him. Oh, that's 7 laps in this tank remaining. Need about 6 litre to get to the end. Current setup has 7 configured. Yeah, my buddy really wants me to go to the toilet. Huh. Interesting. Pretty annoying, in all actuality. Oh god, that's way too fast. Just about saved that. I think my first invalidated lap the entire race. Not a track cut, but invalidated a lap. First real off track here. Well, he probably also off tracked. He might have not binned it, but like he probably has off tracked his car. My stomach really aches. It really hurts. 4 laps remaining right now. I don't think I will get it over 60 seconds before I come in. Two more laps. Then we need to pit. We're now under 5 liters and just under 2 laps of fuel remaining, but this means I have to pit next time around. I don't have enough fuel to do another lap after this. 5 minutes to go.
Fuel running low. Prepare for box.
Yep. Ready in that regard. Oh, honestly, 7 liters should be enough. No, I would have enough fuel then to do an in lap as well if I put H most likely in. Although I don't know how much this changes in terms of me perhaps being not able to do an extra lap. Very much possible. It wasn't like the greatest pit entry ever. It's a pit entry. Nonetheless. Oh, I idiot. I lifted off my clutch for some reason.
Come on, let's go.
Something better why as I pulled into the stall I was like, hey, let's lift off the clutch. It's like I don't need to press the starter anymore then I can't lift off the clutch obviously. So right, we're back out 20 seconds ahead. 26 seconds ahead. So we lost by driving through the pit lane and stopping about 30 seconds. So the pit drive through was about, what, 25? That's not too bad, honestly. I think I will be able to do one more lap after this one. Actually, start another one after that. And so 2 laps to go now. Oh, it's not by much. The 30 seconds extra would have not been able to start another one extra. But I could probably drop 1 lap. Let's not do that. Gonna race to the checkout. Ooh, calm down. Calm down, car. Right. 15 seconds, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9.
Right, you've just started the final lap of the race as leader. Bring it home.
And now the time has expired. So, one more time around the circuit. The previous lap was pretty slow. Yeah, definitely this car's not quite going as fast as it did in the beginning. Right, one more corner. Well, technically still one more corner to go because this is also a corner. Even though it's a straight. I know, it's weird.
Excellent job, mate. P1. What a race. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, what a race. Oh god, what have I done? I'm so sorry. Just to do a pit stop in a race that doesn't need one and still finish P1. That's nice. I've rolled up the hill so far. Oh, he has stopped already. He's not closing in anymore. Maybe he's reset as well. I just will reset at that point. Yeah. Yep, you earned effectively an explanation why that happens. Right.
Green line. Give it all you got.
Right. Oh, I didn't save the free play. Doesn't matter too much. I had light graining on the rear tires, interestingly enough. The left side tires were quite worn out. They have not gone too since. That's for sure. Right then. Okay. Done this race. Told him that, like. Yeah, well. I think I would have gotten over for 60 seconds if I didn't fit. And you'd like, well. Good, he used lifts. Well. Because you were like trying to say within 60 seconds of you, and then all of a sudden I was listening. 30 seconds, good luck, fun. Yeah, because I told him that I was like 7 liters short, so he had a clue like what the hell happened. That I was suddenly like 7 liters short, so I had to pit. Right. Okay. Well, that was not. Finished. Oh well. Okay, well then. Wasn't particularly eventful. Just me having to gap a car so I can actually stay in front with that bit. Not that special in the end. I pretty easily pulled it off. Right. Okay. I might want to go to the toilet sooner rather than later. I thought about maybe streaming some of my coding that I will be doing, but oh well, I think I will just head to the toilet and just get things on with it like that. And then do this off stream further. Yeah, I did freshly charged. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well then. We are then here for tonight. I hope whoever like tortured themselves to watch this entire thing, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you've heard like something. Yeah, right. When is my next race on SGP? I think. Yeah. It will. Oh, that's starting in June. Like fuck me. I need to sign up to other things. Because I'm not waiting an entire month for finding. The eval races are tomorrow evening. 2 eval races tomorrow. That's why people are like bolting to not practice. Actually, 2 of the eval races. There are another 2 on Thursday. So yeah. There's the solo endurance round. I haven't signed up yet for that. Just realized. Sign up for the solo enduro yet. I need to pick a car for that. I mean, I could drive the for the 2.5 hour race. I won't do that. But do I want to bring something perhaps else than my boat? There's the 2018 boat. Selecting the boat. So there's only 3 people so far signed up for that. But usually for the enduro we get like 10 people so sign up. So I'm not too panicked for that. Can I just close this? I don't need that open. Simulating 604 should go into off season soon, so we should see the off season program. Yeah, the off season race starts in 14 days. The GT4 race there. So in the meantime, yeah. The invitation is super serious. Oh wait, that's an AC. It's not even in like ACC. That invitation is super serious. Well, that's interesting. Oh, and that series is really strange. because you can't sign up for the events. Next event is in like 21 days or something. You can't sign up for the race, but like, or they haven't opened the sign up, but they have run already one round. When was that first round? On April 10th. Like, damn, this is. There were like 18 people that signed up, 16 that turned up, and I drove the old Aston and Monza, which is like really cool. And then the next race is actually a normal AC race with the Audi R18 Quattro. Like, oh, that's really cool. On a Sunday, same time slot as this, 29th of May, and running at 8:30 p.m. Is like same time slot, but running around Kyalami with the in AC with the Audi R18. Like, oh, that's interesting. Although I will probably just absolutely get beaten up by everyone. Oh yeah, there's the next level GT3 Cup, right? Those start on May 17th. First races for that. I can join that competition because it would be interesting of trying to compete in that. Is that all Brands Hatch? Just scrolls down the entire list. Yeah, that's all Brands Hatch. Should I enter with the rest? Is the Rex actually available on the car list? I think it is, because I think they have the full GT3 car list. Yes, you can pick the Rex. The Rex is actually in the list, although they have only splits of 20 cars, and the first few splits are completely like booked. What's this? But like, I probably want anyway later heat. Just for the purposes of a better time slot. I mean, we have 9 days still if I want to sign up for that. Maybe I will do that. Although it's Thursdays, and Thursdays suck. No, actually. Are they Thursdays? Yeah, Tuesdays. No, Thursdays. Tuesdays work for me. Tuesdays work for me. That's fine. How many heats did they have scheduled for round 4? Is that just... Yeah, that's all round 1. Round 1 at Brands. And the heats go up to like not about 10 p.m. They have 36 heats that they have listed. That's a bit too many actually to compared to... Let's see. Are you on... Oh, you're on the... I just... Somebody says like, somebody says, Lukas, is there anywhere I should know you from? I recognize your name in car places like Paul Kirkby. And it's like, looks into the mutual server list. Well, he's obviously in Pro League, SimGrid, in the simracing.gp server. Okay, all fine. He's on the Lunatic server. That's something. He's on the DDF server, and he's on the Mooney GT server. Although I'm not actually that active on the Mooney GT... Wait, why did it just suddenly start listing no servers? Fucking Discord is bugged. But in Mooney GT I'm not that active, but like, the DDF Discord, that's probably where he actually knows me from. Alright, that makes sense. But I'm gonna send that screenshot in after I end the stream now. I said already goodbye, but like, I think I'm just gonna do it very quickly. Bye bye.